Hello, I'm here reflecting on a message that I just heard, and it brought me peace, it brought me clarity, it brought me pain, it brought me anger. I felt so many different things listening to this messenger, and I come to the conclusion, as I've come to this conclusion many times when interacting with people, is that when people throw stones at you, you have to listen very carefully. You have to listen underneath the anger. You have to dig deep. You have to find. You have to listen. You have to hear. You have to feel. You have to use all of your senses when connecting with people who throw stones at you. Because those stones that they're throwing at you, it's pain. It's pain that they felt. It's a pain that they understand. It's a pain that they connect with that they have not had closure with. When you hear people throw stones at you, you are listening to that inner child. You are listening to that little girl and that little boy who never got the answers to the questions that they needed. And though a lot of us do respond, some would say negatively, we respond. We respond most of the time with anger back because we are also defensive, because we want to get what we feel out. So when I heard this messenger speak, I felt pain. I felt pain. I felt like it was directed at me. I took it personal. All of the above. I understood where she was coming from because I've been in that situation and I've also been a witness to it. And both sides have always been sort of a learning curve for me because I understand. So, again, when people throw stones at you, listen carefully. When you listen carefully, even though you may feel all those emotions, you will still come back to center because you will realize that these people that throw stones at you, who can identify the wrong in you, know that they should identify the wrong in themselves. That doesn't mean that you should not take accountability for your actions. It should make you want to make changes in your life, or it may not. You may not be fazed by it. Because when I was listening to this messenger, even though some parts I took a little step back, I had to look back on my life in the present and say, does that apply to me? And no, it doesn't. Then that's when you know that you are at a place of compassion. Then you know you should be slow to anger. Reactions happen. People can push you to anger. It happens. Other people get angry. It happens. When you hear anger in people's voice and it makes you angry, that's confirmation of who's throwing the stones. But always remember to have compassion and to listen to that individual, whether they may be talking about someone else or they may be talking about themselves or someone personally. You still know that that person has been hurt, and you have to see them for who they are, and don't take it personally, especially if you are not on that level, if you're not there, if that's not your current life. Grounding yourself is very challenging. Most people are floating all around you, but grounding takes many people years to accomplish. Grounding with people around them takes many years to accomplish. And those who are able to ground themselves by themselves, that's good. But those who are able to ground themselves and ground others around them is a force to be reckoned with. So if you've ever felt that you've grounded and you've grounded others, even to the point where they've grounded and moved on without you, don't feel bad about that. That is your confirmation. That is your growth. Knowing that the people that you've loved and that you've extended your heart to has also grounded themselves, has also rose to great heights. And you're able to see that is beautiful. The saying says it's beauty in the struggle. It is. But you're only able to experience that if you're willing to. I'm not here to bash anyone, and I won't speak on anybody or anything or talk down. I don't have to. But ground yourself and take every experience with you And if you know that you've conquered all of those experiences and stand this test of time and still are seeing these people, and you've seen them fly and you see them grow, that's all that matters. People who see others people's mistakes, who can constantly see that, they have a gift. We all have gifts. Some are police officers for a reason, because it keeps things in order. Take those criticisms as that's their job. That's what they're supposed to do. If they feel righteous in what they're doing, then that is what they're supposed to do. And what if their policing bothers you, then you need to work on you. We all have duties. We all have work to do. Whether we know our job description or not, one day you will have to fulfill your duties. So I appreciate this messenger's message. I know that my job is to always see the righteous path. The pain, the glory, the evil, the goodness. Take it all in. Feel every feeling. Feel every emotion. Feel every sorrow. That's the beauty. So I hope that this message finds you. I hope it enlightens you. I hope it brings you peace. I hope it brings you terror. I hope it brings you whatever feels you're feeling at this time. You feel it. You acknowledge it. And you do what you need to do with it. I wish you blessings. I wish you prosperity, health, and above all else, elevation. Good night.